How the hell did marauders navigate the caverns?
Here we go! Nice hit!
Hiram must have sealed the door. He spooks easy.
You may not realize this being as you're an outsider, but the blaring alarms indicate the station's on lockdown. Which means you can't ever get to me. So leave already.
Can't? We'll see about that. here's the elevator, but it ain't gonna budge while this place is on lockdown. Guess we keep moving forward. Look for another way up.
You out there, whoever you are, yes, I can see you. Come here and talk to me, face the intercom.
Damn, some nimble fingers, Captain.
Yeah, huh?
What's up? What's with the pleasant? You want to know something? I didn't. I was born into security detail, and when the corporations abandoned this place, I stayed. I mean, I wasn't sent off to school like I should have been. I was born here, and my parents kept me. Raised on and breathing sulfur since I knew how to smell it. I don't have a single spot I call home. But, in a sense, my parents took off when the corporations did. I took to companionship with a few friends. No, we weren't close. And before you ask, there ain't a story there. We just never saw eye to eye on the corporations. Uh, it ain't exactly easy to hitch a ride off planet, Captain. And besides, I hear Terra 2's all corporate. The way folks talk about the board and their ilk. Good. I took a job once to clear out a rap nest. Partnered up with a fellow out of Fallbrook who called himself Dirty Don. Bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. A pleasantness that didn't invade your space. When we set out to hunt down the Raptidons, I found out firsthand where his nickname came from. Dirty Don killed those Raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury. In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen Raps. If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was... Yeah. Day came when he tried to take on a Mantiqueen. Got himself eaten one limb at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap. Oh well, live and learn. What's up? I name things and places quite often. It's easy to get lost in the wilderness. I don't mean physically. All you need is a clear night sky to get your bearings. I mean, it's easy to forget that you belong. Spend a few weeks camping with the Raps and you start to forget what it's like to be human. When a beast growls at you, maybe those little spots, a rock here, a river there. Well, we eat, we drink and holler and fuck. On some level, we all function, but they ain't got memories or attachments to place. I found that every once in a while, my own attachments would start to slip. Then I'd take a drink from the rotting river, find my spirit Anyway.
It's hard to talk to you when I can see all your stuff, Captain.
Nice work. You should check in with my crew. Maybe they can help you.
You got a real talent for murder, stranger. This station's under the protection of the corporate compliance. You ought to talk to my crew. They're guarding a small barracks to the southeast. You mean the one still inside? Wish I could, but...
I can't tell if you're brave or simply touched in the head. What in the galaxy are you doing sniffing around my station? Unless you are, in fact, trying to sue us. And you, Nyoka, what are you doing lugging a stranger into my station?
You could use the socialization, you son of a bitch. Also, she hired me.
To what purpose? I happen to have some significant problems I am dealing with right now. Marauders, running out of purple berry wine 3 days ago, not being able to bloody broadcast. No. We'll deal with information-related business later. As I said, there are bigger problems threatening my life, and the Marauders want me dead. And since my hired hands have clearly turned idle, it appears I need you to clear out the threat. As my new...
Or we can call you Hiram, on account of that's your damn name, and doubly on the account of the broker being a dumbass alternative.
What? Everyone calls me that. Aside from you. See, Nyoka? I barricaded the broadcast center, but I can only hold out for so long. Clear the Marauders out, and I'll pay you double the going rate. They destroy the transmission equipment, and I'll be out of business. The elevator and doors to the second floor are back online. Hurry before I have to lock them down again. Too many, considering I hired a bunch of no-good mercs to keep them out in the first place. Already they've caused considerable... Aside from the bits, I'll be... You said you wanted... Hey, elevators to your right. Get ready.
Okay, here we go!
That's the last of them, I think.
Ah, Marauder free at last. I'll get the door. Do hurry on it.
Never thought I'd be ecstatic at having the walls painted in blood, but seeing as it's not mine, my compliments on your improvised utilization of the fire suppressant system.
As usual. Oh,
Of course. This ought to square our debt. One hefty payment for a highly valued service rendered. But I admit, allow me to pose my question in another manner. Why? Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
aw, you called us friends. I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you... Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can.
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to shit, and I need to find them.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL. I knew it was only a matter of time before he came a-knocking. Look, I might be late, but I fulfill my
Oh, you do you? I have lost track of the number of beers you owe me for chasing raptidons off your stoop.
Are you fibbing? Be honest.
I take offense to that. Look, okay. Just, it might take me a while this time. I am awaiting but a single incoming transmission containing the information we desire. But MSI and the Iconoclasts are clogging the airwaves from Stellar Bay and Amber Heights. In their war against each other, they're scrambling each other's outgoing transmissions. The bandwidth! There's too much blasted background noise, which of course has inadvertently affected the incoming port and my livelihood. No, they're jamming the limited frequencies we have at our disposal. Nothing extraplanetary can get in or out. The safest bet is to convince Graham and Sanjar to... You do that, luck be with you. I have a feeling you... Is that a trick question? Of course, I could offer you a vastly more interesting bit of data instead. Try me. Ask me anything you'd like. We'll call it an exchange for your help with... Ask me what... They are a curious lot. Insufferable. And short-sighted, too. What else do you wish to know? Sanjar's not actually at fault for his past performance reviews, but he can keep hunting for loopholes, not in his life. For Nebula's sake, even with the loophole I gave him, he's only in charge of MSI because every other exec... I gave Sanjar and Graham legal information that would allow MSI to own Terra 1, once the other corporations had abandoned the planet. The execs had their concerns, but before the matter could be resolved... Some say Graham suffers from nightmares that leave... I would assume... You mean between MSI, the Iconoclasts, and myself? I bet neither of those megal... Back when the colony... I offered them a legal way to take control of the planet. Precisely. The other corporations were fleeing because of the hazard clause declaring Terra 1 uninhabitable. Precisely. Without me, Thus the bargain was struck. They could run MS. Competing ideologies. Graham believes Sanjar has become corrupted by the corporate lifestyle. And Sanjar... Luckily... Be a doll and It's the... That's... So you... Here. Sure.